Okay. If he ever existed during his time. All right. Let's just say if, for example, you need to realize when he was talking about thy kingdom come, he was talking about his time. He wasn't talking about the 2020s. He wasn't talking about today. He wasn't talking about you today in the current world. He was talking about them in his time, not your time, not here in the 2020s, not here in the days where you actually need salvation, where you need a Lord of Lords and a King of Kings. Okay, not you. We have a tendency to want it all to be about us. That's our problem. We always want to go back in the past. We always want to try to find an identity in a program or a myth and make it about us. That's why we have not evolved and we have not been able to move forward, because we don't read the books. We're not really focusing on what's being said. If you're sitting, and I studied that for a while, if you're sitting on whatever rocks, the Mount Olives, you sitting on rocks and sticks and stones, and you talking to people that is in front of you, you're only talking to them. Right now, I'm speaking to you. Now, you can say, well, if I hold on to this audio and I hold it for about 20 years, you could be speaking to those pretty much at that time. Probably, yeah. That might be so. You know, you can actually do that, and it will make sense, because maybe children and people and family 20 years from now might, if this audio is still floating out there, they might get the message, and it just may help them. Okay. But the biblical text wasn't talking about it during our time. It wasn't based on the here and the now. It was based on their here and their that time in that particular place. Okay. And his circumference and his reality, not the reality of the future. Otherwise, that would be spoken of, even though we have some people that want to pretend as if there's some type of Bible scholar. Well, you know, they was talking about during that time for the prophecies, and here we are, we're dealing right now. Well, you can debate that with someone else, because Morpheus really don't care. I don't care how you look at it. I'm not convinced. There's no need to debate, because you would never convince me. Not interested in the conversation about your indoctrination. Your mind washing machine can go somewhere else. All right. I'm here to deliver minds from being washed and programmed. So I break away the wires. You don't like it? Too bad. All right. Go debate it with another religious person. I'm not religious. Okay. But what we don't understand is it was that time. Now, whether you want to apply your human idea or not, whether you want to say what you would or would not do as an individual human, the idea is, if something is accurate and it's real and it is it's greater than you, like your supervisor, your boss, or CEO, somebody like that. They're not greater than you, but eventually they'll meet you. You know, eventually you might see them. They might show up at a banquet. They might come out of HR. But, oh, how are you doing? You might see that person. Oh, cool. You know, whatever. You know, how you doing? Whatever. You may have that opportunity, and you'll say, well, okay, cool. I met the person. They're all right. Maybe a passing phase, but you know they exist. Okay. But in this particular situation, when you never see, you never encounter, you never come across realistically, and you have like several other 100 people telling you about the specific person, but you never had a one-on-one relationship with them. Okay. Then it's actually, they're not there. It's all those people who are making you think. And for some of you, feel as if this thing exists, and it really don't. It really doesn't. It's because it's realistically every man for themselves. And you know, the ones who know about it, the ones who really understand how the game really works, guess what? They're the ones in the nice houses. They got the boats. They got the yachts. They're succeeding. Okay. They're the ones who own things. They're the ones who might be the CEOs, but not you. Okay. They're the ones who's not sitting there on anything about, oh, you know, God, I need your help. I need to pray for. Why? They don't need to pray for it, and they're not asking for help because they can go and do it. You know, they can go get the lawyer or the attorney. They can go bail themselves out of whatever situation that they may be. They can go ahead and buy the car. They can go ahead and get a AAA program. They don't do this and that. They'll put food on their plate. They have to sit here at a Salvation Army and ask for some food on their table. They just go buy it. That's a form of power. That's a form of living. That's a form of existing. And it can also be a form of expectation. But when you are poor, when you are downtrodden, when you want to be the second, again, the passion of your own life, you're never going to look at it like that. You're going to be like, well, everything is based on mercy of God. The mercy of what? Because you are alive. You're a living being. You want to be at the mercy forever. You're at the mercy forever when you are powerless. Did you get what I said? You're at the mercy when you are powerless. That means you are a powerless being. So anybody can be your salvation. Anything can come to you and it can change your life or change your page. Like, oh, thank you, God, for this. But it wasn't God. It was a simple person feeling sorry for you or wanting to help you. And that's where we go wrong. That's where a lot of the ain'ts will tell me, well, Morpheus, well, God does exist, because if God existed, then I would not have gone through this situation. If it wasn't for God, I would have passed away and I would blah, 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 blah. And as usual, I'm still sitting there with my arm crossed, like I always do, looking at them in the face and see if I can find a mind behind those eyes. Okay? Because you are still, whether you look at it or not, you're still holding on to your sky daddy. You're still saying, Daddy, help me. Daddy, I need you to do something. Daddy, not doing for yourself. Okay? This is something this is a problem for me. And it's just who I am as a red pill. And I try not to tell you or say that I'm an alpha male. I try not to, because I can care less about that. But when I say that, it's actually, again, for a demonstration for other men. I'm trying to be an example for you to let you know what it means to be alpha, meaning I'm going to lead myself, meaning I'm not going to ask you for your help. I'm going to do it. I don't need you holding my hand. I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, can you help me out of this situation? I'm going to be so emotional about it. And you crying, you praying over it. No. I'm not going to sit here on my knees to you or anybody else. I'm going to get up. I'm going to put on my man drawers. I'm going to put on my man gloves, my man boots. You understand? I'm going to put on my jock strap, whatever I need. I'm going to get out there and I'm going to break the rock and I'm going to make it happen for myself. Do you get what I'm saying? When you apply this to your spiritual realm and your religious realm, you will begin to know. Just do yourself a diligence one day and just start thinking for yourself. Be like, no, I ain't going to hold your hand. No, I'm going to do it myself. I'm good. No, I'm good. No, I need you to do it. No. I'm going to get up and go do it. No, I'm going to do it myself. I need you to fix my car. Oh, it's been broken down, Lord. Please send a mechanic out there to help me get my car. It's been broke down for a week. I need this for transportation. When you get up and you start growing your testicles again, okay, you'll be like, nah, you know what? Nah, you know what? The hell with this. I'm going to do it myself. Start doing some research. Look up on YouTube. Get your owner's manual out. Pull out your gloves, go buy some tools and get up underneath the car. You know, I'm fixing this thing myself. Forget it. Now I ain't got time to be waiting on you. While I'm sitting there on my knees hoping for something, I can be spending that 5, 10, 15, 30 minutes out there or more working on this car and being a man about it. Not sitting here crying about it. Oh, I need you to help me. That's wrong with it. Listen, this is one of the reasons that is wrong with some cultures. I ain't going to even say what the culture is. We probably already know what it is. We probably already know who the culture, we already know. Always crying for help, always. And got more churches on a corner than stores, than grocery stores. Actually, you got more churches and more liquor stores in the corner. More churches and liquor stores on the corners than you have regular grocery stores. And if you do have a grocery store, guess what? They got a liquor store inside that as well. To make you escape your reality. To make you escape the fact that you can be doing for yourself. Because while you sitting up there listening to the pulpit pimp, okay, stealing and taking your money from you, talking jazz in your face from an emotional standpoint of view, okay, from a senseless, non-logical standpoint of view, you can be building your community. You can be providing for yourself. You can be making your own schools. You can be coming up with your own businesses and your own programs, not sitting down hoping for Casper the Friendly Ghost to come and save you, when you should be able to save yourself. I got an audio And I can give it to you in this one. It's called Do It Yourself Dummy. Okay. Yeah, it's actually called that. It's actually called that. So if you want a reference, this will give you the reference. Check out that audio and you will see why I'm on fire in that one. I'm really on fire on that one. Now, it may seem that I'm repeating myself in probably some of my audios, but actually I'm getting at this in multiple angles. This isn't a different translation as you may think it is. Okay, if you notice, I'm opening your eyes little by little with different avenues of it that's going to branch to other type of disproportionate ideas. But the holistic factor of it is you're going to get a solid message out of each one of them. And I find ways to drill the message home a lot easier and a lot more simple and just in different forms and ways because we get better and we learn more and more. And again, I'll take a drink on this because my voice is getting dry. Then again, this was from one of my viewers. You know, he knew this was going to be a hot topic. And look, how long are we into this? Check the clock on this. Wow, 140. My goodness. Hour and 42 minutes on this topic because it's big. Because it's still going on. There's still people that's around you. Oh, God bless the mercies of God. If it wasn't for God, I'd be like, listen, dude. Take yourself somewhere else. Why you say the mercies of God? Please chain me down. Bend me over, Lord. Please. I'll be doing my own thing. I'll be thinking of myself. I'll carve my own path. This is what made my life so unique. This is how I knew I was a different type of person and how I gained my prestige. While y'all sitting up there in a herd of sheep eating grass or cattle, complaining and crying about what somebody else is or isn't doing for you, I'm over there in the other grassland cutting my own path. I'm over there digging my own ditch, not grave ditch. Don't be funny. I'm over there creating my own world. Yo, I need a house. Well, you know, I'm over here. I'm going to find some twigs. I'm going to find some time. I'm going to find a way. I'm going to find a way so I don't sit there and complain. So therefore, when I'm good and done, guess what? Guess what? I have an essence and a feeling and a condition of heaven because I made it for myself. Those who sit there and complain and cry, yeah, I can't wait for heaven. It's going to be all over. You allowed yourself to be in a suffering situation. And guess what? If you're suffering, why are you letting your children suffer? Why don't you teach them to be the best that they can do? Why don't you teach them? Well, you know what, son, daughter, I failed. I don't want you to fail like I did. And I'm going to teach you what you can do to avoid the snares and the traps. Y'all got that? Real simple. And therefore, if you can't listen, till the grass for them. Till the grass for them. Do some yield for them. That way, when they grow up to be your age, they don't have to suffer like you. Therefore, they don't sit there, oh, God, help me. I can't pay my student loans. I can't do this. I'm suffering from day to day. I can't live my dream that I want to live because I got to work a 9 to 5 because I'm suffering every day. They won't have to do that if mom and dad was supportive like they were supposed to. But no, there was a time where that was a mandatory thing where parents would carve the path for their children. They was very serious about it too. They were very serious about it too. They would definitely make sure that their kids had a future, that their kids married the right person, that their children, they dressed properly, especially the girls, the fathers and the mothers be like, no, don't walk out of the house like that because you're going to attract the wrong type of guy. You know, you don't want guys to look at you like that. And the dad be like, no, baby, sweetheart. I know you, listen, you're pretty. All right. You're pretty. You're beautiful. All right. You're my little muffin. Okay. And, you're beautiful just the way that you are, but you don't have to go out there and prove anything to any of the boys or the girls. You don't have to show yourself. You don't have to prance around, baby. You don't have to put on the tightest clothes. You're a growing girl. All right. And, you don't want boys to get at you for that. Just know that you are loved. Okay. Daddy's here for you. All right. I'll be here for you. You know, daddy thinks you're attractive. I think you're attractive, baby. Okay. You're beautiful. She's like, okay, daddy. Okay. You're fine. You don't have to prove anything. And if you have any troubles, daddy will be here for you. All right. So she'll go and she'll do what she can because she wants to honor father. Right. Daddy's going to be at home. Listen, daddy's going to be at home to tell her that she's beautiful, that she can cry on his shoulders. You got it? So she don't need any man attention because daddy's at home. Daddy's the one to say, hey, you know, you're beautiful. Your hair is nice. Your face is okay. You don't need all that makeup. You don't need those earrings. Why are you wearing a tattoo? You don't need to do that, baby, whatever. So he's validating her and helping her womanhood. She don't need to seek it. You get that? And so therefore, there was quality to other men. Therefore, she had a sense of modesty. Therefore, she would not attract the guys who just want a donkey done, where she would attract guys who's interested in her, mostly in her qualities. And the fact that she's mysterious. And one of the reasons you don't know what she looked like underneath. So that sometimes that can be a drug as well. An addictive type of curiosity. But in the end, it still helped her out. But now, because daddy's not home, because daddy can't validate her anymore, because most times there's this mom there and probably a whole lot of other sisters, she still needs daddy's attention. But even if daddy's not there physically, guess what? She still needs that male validation. Hello. Let's sing the song. Male validation. Male validation. She needs male validation. So guess what she does? I'm going to put on the makeup. I'm going to wear the tightest clothes. I'm going to bend over in front of every other little boy around my age, and probably some who's older. I don't care. As long as they look at me, that's all I care about. And I'm going to go do it. And the other women, they don't know, because guess what? There's still women at the end of the day. There's no man around. And the guys who validate them are the ones who will come by at 10 o'clock at night. Okay. That's for the older ones that are at home. But the little girls, they go out there and say, I want some attention. And they're going to do whatever that they can. And as a matter of fact, it got so bad.